through these criminalizations of solidarity, we encourage exactly that. We encourage the loss of life at sea when people are trying to stay alive. And that should be challenged everywhere, always. Hi, my name is Seán Binder. I'm German and I live in Ireland. I spent about a year volunteering in Greece on the island of Lesbos. At first I was a rescue diver, so I'm a trained rescue diver and first responder. I have search and rescue training and a powerboat license, and I felt that I could maybe try and help and assist. We were arrested and held in pretrial detention for 106 days, so we were in prison for a range of accused felonies, that is, assisting in smuggling networks. They also accuse us of money laundering, they accuse us of espionage, and they accuse us of being part of a criminal organization. So these are really serious crimes. If you step back from our case and get rid of this legal jargon that's in place against us, and you begin to analyze it in a wider context, you can see this larger criminalization of solidarity or search and rescue on a European level. And it seems to be the common thread between our case and the other cases is this idea that we act as a pull factor. I'm not sure if you've heard this. It's the idea that we as civilian search and rescue organizations, by providing life-saving services to asylum seekers, that we in some way assist smugglers. And so when I did more research into it, I realized that all independent research based on this throughout Europe, none of them see a correlation between civilian NGOs providing search and rescue and increased numbers of smuggling or increased flows of migrants, as they call it. There just is no correlation. In fact, the only correlation that exists is that civilian search and rescue NGOs act as a life factor. That is to say, and it's really obvious, the more search and rescue you have in a body of water, the fewer people die in that body of water. And if you criminalize humanitarianism, that's what happens. You criminalize humanitarianism, they get removed, and then more people end up in danger in the water. That is the sum of what's happening in Europe. That is putting human lives at risk for a policy, and for me that is fundamentally illegitimate. And in many ways illegal. And we have to stand up against that.